Oh, of course, it's Whisp Plays Anything He Wants Wednesday, right here on 108.9 The Honk. Best day of the week. I get to play anything moi wants. And, of course, that's my good best friend in the entire world, Peter Cetera, and his fantastic, magnanimous, horny as can be.
Oh, my God.
Duet with Amy Grant. You can almost smell the denim there.
My God.
The denim rubbing against leather.
She's singing about rubbing it up to Jesus, and he's just singing about rubbing it up to Amy. And you're like, we got real conflict here, Peter. We got real conflict.
Got a real conflict, Peter.
My God.
He's in the green room. He's waiting.
He's
He'll
waiting
be here
in there.
the 9 a.m.
Maybe that's
hour.
why his jaw is so out of control in that video. Like every time he
probably.
he's just like, oh gosh, freaking God's getting in the way with me and Amy Grant.
Come on, God. Come on, God. The Holy Ghost is just like, back off, guys. Back off.
Peter Cetera always thinks God's a cock block with Amy Grant.
Yeah,
That's really what the original lyrics were. And they were like, Amy was like, it's a little aggressive.
Cock block.
The next
that's
time you cock block me, God.
Yep.
Ooh.
1986 from the Solitude Solitaire record. We're going to hear a lot more jams like that on Whisp Plays Anything He Wants Wednesday on 108.9 The Goddamn Hawk.
It's been a wild playlist, I have to say.
What has been your favorite on the playlist thus far?
When you said, I've got an appointment with my throne, and then you just put all of Yes's Tormado on.
I mean,
and you kept
Tormado warning, everybody.
There was a
Coming
Tormado
through.
warning, and that was the problem too. Is I'm sitting there, I got you in one ear screaming, "Don't talk over Tormado," and on the other end, I got all the phone lines going crazy because they think it's a legitimate Tormado warning. And just remember,
it is not a
people,
legitimate Tormado warning.
Mouth breathing.
And
people of Verde, there are no Tormados happening on Mount Hetfield this morning. There were yesterday. There were a lot.
Yeah, so many Tormado warnings on Mount Hetfield yesterday.
They heard about that.
I hope you survived.
They heard about that new remastered issuing of Load and Reload.
Yeah.
And the Tormado started getting angry. They were like, ugh.
Of all the things I've ever wanted in my life, Jeff the Ingerman Garlock, deluxe versions of Load or Reload by Metallica were not up on that list.
I made a list of 100 things I want in my life. Didn't even make 101. I mean, it was low.
Lars, that's got to be hard to hear. Lars coming up at 9:30.
He is sitting there back there. He's just twirling his drumsticks, and if you hear the sound of dropping drumsticks, that's what you're hearing, because he's not very good.
That's the drums for Blackened from the Injustice for All album.
I can just hear him practicing that solo and that drum fill.
Blackened. Boom, boom. That's my favorite part. Whenever I go to a restaurant and somebody's like, "How would you like your chicken?" I look right at them and I say, "Blackened."
The waiter just has a little mini heart attack.
Yep. Hey, phones are still ringing with the topic this morning. Who's the biggest a-hole in your orbit? Let us know. Who is the biggest? And I'm not referring to our very, very proud and heroic Artemis II astronauts who finally splorped back down to Earth recently.
I'm so glad we're not
goddamn heroes.
in power to Artemis II.
I am so, my God, I'm watching and I'm like, please don't let this be.
My God.
Another one of those.
Don't get, we can't have another Challenger situation.
Don't need it.
Not with how the world is right now. We can't have another Challenger.
World is rough enough.
My God.
Oh my God. Speaking of being rough enough, Jeff, last night I was out at the Verde Fire Department calendar reveal party 2026.
Hot stuff coming through.
Woot, toot, toot.
Toot, toot.
Oh my God. I am a very heterosexual man.
It
Heterosexual.
It says on your mug.
It says it on my website and my mug. I got my mug here. It says, #1 heterosexual man.
Of course, those are
last night I could have
Emporium, by the way.
Now there. Thank you, Jugs Mug Emporium. Verde East for all your novelty mugs. But last night I could have gone the other way. July. Jerry July, if you know what I'm talking, and if you're listening, Jerry July, toot. As Big Truck would say, toot, toot. And as the Sultans of Swings would say, toot-a-toot-a-loo to you.
They would say that. It is amazing
What's amazing? Is this a segment of It's Amazing?
Of course it's a segment of it.
Okay, fire it off.
You know, it's amazing that the Verde Fire Department has enough firemen with last names that match up with the months of the year. You think
So convenient.
it is just
So convenient.
Now, it doesn't work out for April.
No.
Angus April is an ugly man. I am just going to say that.
Yeah.
And his giving,
You're-
even worse.
Very ugly man, Angus.
But his last name's
Very
April.
ugly. Yeah.
And he did save all those people at the great, my God, rest in power,
Rest in power.
2006 Rock Dolls fire.
Oh my God.
Oh, my
So
God.
much burned latex from those previously used sex dolls that have been converted into some of your favorite rockers.
Every member of KISS, except for the main ones that you're imagining, all went up in smoke.
I was in that fire for like 3 seconds. I got pinned under a Vinnie Vincent of KISS, and I got out and hopped in the limo, and Ricky took me directly home. And I'm like, see ya, suckers. And it's just fire and trucks and people like, Wisp, help me. And I went right back to Arlington Manor, and I had a great time. Hey, speaking of having a great time, we've got Guy Trinkler coming in just a second. Everyone knows him. This is the number one. I mean, he's been a rock journalist since he was a goddamn 5-year-old.
It's crazy.
Rolling Stone was just like, come on in. You got some great thoughts on Deep Purple.
Cameron Crowe has got nothing on this guy.
Cameron hates Guy Trinkler. I
like,
know that. Cameron's a good best friend in the entire world. And he says to me, he's like, if there's one guy I would like to get hit by your limo or get caught in a Rock Dolls fire, it's that Guy Trinkler. Guy, I'm not saying that. That is Cameron Crowe saying.
Cameron Crowe simply
You're
said,
coming in.
I wish that the Vinnie Vincent Rock Doll that is on fire was driving Wisp's limo and hits him. That's just a quote.
Not from my mouth, Trinkler.
That's a quote from Elizabethtown. That's just right in there on the deleted scenes.
That's in the director's cut of E-Town, as I call it. I was on the set.
Welcome to E-Town Concrete.
I'm the one that set that bird on fire in the concert scene.
Oh my!
They're like, we need someone to set the bird on fire, and I'm like, well, I'll do it. Never done that. Sounds fun.
God.
Sounds good. You know what else sounds fun? Big Truck is hotcasting from Lane 3 at the grand opening of the Hog Street Big Rig Wash and Prayer Tunnel.
Oh, wow.
Down there on Hog Street, of course. It's in the name. So if you got a big rig, head on down there, and we're going to check in with our very own Big Truck very, very soon. Got to hear all about that.
Got to hear about the prayer tunnel. Got to hear about, I've heard they have the most trucker showers of any big rig wash and prayer.
You gotta.
If you're washing the big rig, you got to wash the trucker, and that's all I'm saying.
Wash my truck, wash my other truck, if you know what I mean.
And we do know what you mean.
My penis.
Down here at the Hog Street Big
Scotty.
Rig Wash and
Scotty,
prayer tunnel.
my producer behind the glass right there. He got it. I understood. All right, let's go ahead and keep this show going. Trinkler, get your ass in here. Let's talk some rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll call you back, man. I'll call you back.
Oh, look at him. He's always wheeling and dealing here.
Wheeling and dealing.
I'm so happy to be here. Good to see you guys, man.
Oh, my God. It's so good to have you, Guy Trinkler. You've seen it all. You've done it all. You were basically a member of the Eagles.
Oh my God. I traveled with them for 3-4 years. They didn't want me there. I'll tell you that.
No. They hated you.
They didn't want me. Well, I was doing like an inside piece, and I was really ruining that group. That was kind of my fault that they really got.
It doesn't take much to ruin that group. Let's just.
It doesn't take much.
Listen, it was a piano string. Piano string.
End of the day,
that was
just a
ready
piano.
to snap at any moment. I was just there to kind of get everyone, situated.
Of course.
Actually talking to each other, because when they communicated,
Jesus Christ, the
it
two
wasn't
of them.
good. It was really
Now,
bad.
I do remember reading that expose of Billy Joel that you did in Circus magazine, 1982, where Scotty, correct me if I'm wrong, he cask of Amontillato'd you. Is that the one where they put you behind the wall? Is that the one where you get put behind the wall?
Is that a Count of Monte Cristo?
Is that Count of Which one did he do to you?
To Count of Monte Cristo'd?
Did he count a Monte Cristo?
Count of Monte Cristo.
Count of Monte Cristo'd, man. And I have this. I have my own revenge, story. I love him though, man. And most of all he talked about was how his fingers look like sausages. And I was just like, buddy, you got to get over the sausage stuff.
Bring
man.
it back, buddy.
It's just taking you.
We're not going to be talking about your fingers unless you're bringing them up.
Well, he was playing Vienna. He was playing, Vienna a little bit, and then he was talking about Vienna sausages, and I was just like, buddy, I can't write about this. All right, I'm not going to just write about how you think your fingers look like sausages. But,
Well, the original ending was Vienna sausages to you, and he lifts up his fingers to show them off to everybody.
And he's like, these are my father's fingers. And my
That was
father
the
has
original
sausage
cover, I think,
fingers.
too. I think for the cover of The Stranger, he was like kind of laying there, and he like has like little kind of face, the sad face that's holding him on the bed. And I think originally he just wanted his sausage hands. Jeez. And someone talked him out of that, rightfully
Thank
so.
God. Thank God.
He was going to do that
called
Peter
me-
Gabriel album cover, but it was going to be him and just big sausage fingers.
Yeah, PG, dude, me and Gabriel, we were on jet skis. We were on jet skis in Cabo one time, and we ramped off a dolphin's back. It was insane.
Whoa.
We both went flying.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
it was crazy. A dolphin was jumping out. We skidded right off that blowhole. It was crazy. Oh man, he's a
my
good
God.
guy.
He's
People
a good
forget
guy.
how
He's
much
a good
PG
man.
likes jet skis. Like,
Loves a jet ski.
Gabriel is all about jet skis. He's like, I always got my best ideas on here. I can't. talk
That's
about
a
it.
dead on
I mean,
Gabriel.
whoa,
That was like, whoa, hey.
Oh,
Shock the
going on, man?
monkey, indeed. Shock.
I spent the whole year with him, man. So
Wait,
that was,
you spent a year with
you spent
Peter
a whole
Gabriel.
year with Peter Gabriel.
on and off. He
okay.
didn't really know I was there most of the time.
Oh, good.
So I'm like a fly on the wall. I'm always just kind of around.
Yeah.
I put on like disguises sometimes. That's how I really kind of get in there, I put on my fake nose, put on my fake teeth, put on my fake beard. You never really know who I am. I'm like a goddamn FBI informant for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at this point.
Oh, my God. That is good.
I heard that.
I cracked
No, I
myself
would just
up.
say they were Pete Townsend from the Who, Peter Townsend as I call him because he's my good best friend in the
I call
entire
him
world.
P, but go ahead.
Pete Townsend
Pete
was
Townsend.
like,
If you're friends with
he
me,
noticed
you're
you
friends
was-
with me.
Yeah.
Boom.
Whoa!
Rentals reference.
fan in the room over here. Well, we did play the Rentals earlier because it is Whatever Wisp Wants Wednesday, and I love that song. Don't like Weezer, love the Rentals.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
But I will
Great
say
band.
this, Pete Townsend, you had been following him dressed as an overcoat with a bunch of kids in it. A joke that I think is used way too many fucking times, Scotty.
Well, it actually
Throw
worked
the
for
delay.
me. Well,
It
every,
did.
every time you say you have kids in a trench coat, everyone looks the other way. They go, okay, well, that's ridiculous.
that's
right?
stupid.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
But then you
Overused.
can actually get by, and then
Okay.
everyone chuckles a little bit, and it's
Yeah.
like, there's definitely not kids in there. But I rented a few kids. And just had them peek out real quick, so they really thought, yes.
Oh.
Yep.
I love
don't
a
know.
good-
I mean, I think renting is probably the wrong word. I
Okay.
was gonna say borrow. These were people. This is like backstage. They
Yeah.
auditioned.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It was a different
Semantics.
time. It was semantics
Semantics.
and a
This is-
different
yeah, this is-
time. And
This
But
is
at-
in the late
At the
80s.
end of the day, Pete Townsend goes, "There's the sneaker," which what he calls you, the sneaker, which he then turned into the Who hit, the Seeker.
Wow.
There you go.
That's based on me. Thank you.
That
Thanks
is
for
based-
that deep dive. I really appreciate it.
deep
No one talks
dive.
about that. I didn't understand it at first. I thought I was wearing the wrong shoes, and he was just like, "No, you're a sneaker, man." I don't do a good.
No, but you,
No,
that one
whoa,
was again,
whoa.
whoa, dead on.
Holy
Because
shit!
that's the thing. Most people forget. Nobody understands anything coming out of Pete Townsend's mouth. Most
It's
people.
just a bunch of wibble wobble.
It's just,
I wrote gibberish. I wrote serious gibberish when I was interviewing him. I don't know if you remember this. Back in '84, it was like the second to last page of Rolling Stone. It was called Guy's Corner. But it
Guy's Corner.
It lasted 2 months. It's fine. It's okay.
clap.
But
Big
2
clap.
months, but it
You know-
lasted in history. All right, guys.
did.
Corner.
yeah, it's still there. You could definitely look it up for sure. But I just wrote my questions and then I wrote gibberish after. So there was no one understood a word. I didn't understand what I was writing, but I was trying to write it phonetically. I didn't understand anything. And then I was fired.
Yep, Jan Wenner, I remember that. He called me the night before he fired you. He's like, "I'm thinking about firing Trinkler." And I'm like,
was
"For
like, you
Guy's
should.
Corner? You fucking might as well. You probably
The
should."
only messed
I
up
took a
thing
big
that
swing
guy
and
has
missed.
ever
I
done.
took a big swing and missed.
Yep. And then from there, you went on to write for Rip Magazine.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody loves and
Rip
remembers
Magazine,
Rip.
the premier metal magazine that sometimes covered hair metal and sometimes covered death metal, depending on which page it was.
It was a pendulum.
Usually hair metal.
Usually hair metal. And then you're like, I
Yeah.
guess we're going to talk about Carcass now out of nowhere. Okay, I thought we were talking about a Circus of Power or Poison or Faster Pussycat. But all right, cool.
Dude, COP.
You
Me
woke
and
me
Circus of Power. We went on trampolines one time, and it was nuts. I was trying to interview them as they're jumping, and they are so childish. So childish. They said the word "we" like
What?
15 times. 50, 100 times. Wee! They just kept saying, I thought it was a bit at first.
See,
and it was not a bit.
This is the thing about Guy Trinkler. I mean, you've been doing this since you were 5. Okay?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
with that,
Super smart baby.
you are super smart, baby. You were actually
Super smart baby.
That actually was your designation. There was a government.
was.
You got a certificate and everything. It said "super smart baby." From the
And a
government.
great Black Oak, Arkansas song.
Great
all
Black
about
Oak,
Guy
Arkansas.
Trinkler here.
Thank you
But
very
most
much.
people,
Yeah.
because you've been doing it for so long, you've been able to sneak into just some of the best people and just get to the nitty gritty, the heart of these bands like Circus of Power, where you could really just find out, hey, these guys
soul.
might be scumbags on the Sunset Strip, but when you put them on a trampoline,
You put him on a
they go
trampoline.
wee.
they just go wee.
High pitched wheeze,
Oh,
man.
my
High pitched
God.
wheeze. And
High pitch wheeze.
you guys were playing Peter Cetera before me.
Fuck yeah, we were.
Dude, that guy is like the nicest, most gentle. I was in Japan. I was doing something at Takamine. I was like interviewing some artisan over there, how they make guitars or something like that. He was there for the Karate Kid too, getting inspiration from Power of Love. And
Yes,
he's
he
just
was.
sitting there, and the waves are crashing, and I just kind of sit next to him. He has no idea who I am, and I put my hand on his knee. We don't know each other. He put his hand on my hand, and we looked at each other, and he just nodded. And he just looked at the ocean. He was like, "That's powerful, man." And I was like, "This is love, dude."
That's love, dude. Wow. That's love. And he's, of course, in the green room right now coming
No,
up in the 9 o'clock hour.
I saw him. Oh,
He's
man.
gonna verify this later. He's gonna
ahead,
verify
ask
this.
him about- yeah.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Hey, we're gonna keep talking Trinkler and keep talking rock and roll, but first we gotta go to traffic.
108.9 The Hawk Traffic with Art Spart.
Okay.
Art.
Let's see here. I'll hit play on the old Binko Bonko here. Okay.
Guy, again, if you
Jason.
haven't been listening, this is Art Spart. He's
go.
supposed to be doing traffic, but he has a very successful Twitch stream.
I hate this game. Been playing it for 1,800 hours so far. It's a ocarina of time. Going through another tunnel. I haven't gotten out of the Deku Tree. If you've been watching for those 1,800 hours, I'm still in the Deku Tree. And thank you, Pump Thumper 83, for your subscription on my Twitch.
Art, here's my question for you.
Okay, and here's your answer for you.
Why, if you keep getting stuck in the Deku Tree, do you not at least just start playing Majora's Mask? Or move on to any other Zelda game? Or literally any game? And second question, follow-up, what is the traffic? That is what your job is. Your job is not Twitch stream on the radio.
I'm still in the Deku Tree.
Yeah, we know that, Art.
Someone told me the next thing you do is find your horse. I'm a
Epona.
fan
You
of
need to find
horses. I would
Epona
like
the
to
horse.
find- Oh, that's a great name. Would love to find that fucking horse in here
Jesus
sometime
Christ.
in the next 1,800 hours.
I guess my biggest question, besides truly your job, which should be traffic, and I've heard that there is a backup.
Another tunnel.
Because
Crawl
of
through
the
it. There's my
Verde
ass.
Fire Department calendar reveal party. Still,
Yeah.
people horny about that.
Yep, still horny.
What?
Yeah, still horny down there on Mother Love Bone Lane. If you're going that way, maybe
Great.
take an alternate over onto Soundgarden Boulevard. Head on over to Weezer Street, and then you're going to be back on Hog Street down there for big trucks. Hog. Oh, my God. Look at all these plants.
Hog Street, Big Rig Wash,
Okay.
and Prayer.
All right.
Tunnel.
Okay, we're going to
Jesus
take it from here.
Christ.
Thank
My
you
God.
for that, I guess.
It's very frustrating that
kill
he
it.
keeps getting people subscribing to his Twitch.
He has over 23,000 subscribers right now. He's making more money doing this shit than he's doing this shit here.
It is
but
nauseating.
who
It makes me
cares?
wonder what we are doing with our lives sometimes every
No,
time we
God,
talk
the-
to Art.
At least I'm on the ending end of the entertainment business, being a 78-year-old radio DJ. good to do. But I gotta have to say, traffic brought to you by Bert's Funeral Flowers.
Funeral flowers with Bert's Funeral Flowers.
Wisp plays What He Wants. Wednesday continues on. Scotty plays something hard, something that just hits. Something that's going to let everyone know it's what Wisp likes. Go ahead and play it. We'll find out what it is. Here we go. Pretty sure this is the Living Years from Mike and the Mechanics.
I mean, hard in that it's
Dead
depressing.
Yeah.
Scotty,
It does hit hard emotionally.
it certainly hits very
Well,
hard.
if you got a dead dad, this is for you. I'm a hawk.
If you've recently suffered the loss of a loved one, you can be rest assured that if you visit Coopersmith Coffins, you will get the finest handcrafted coffin in all of Verde. You can also be rest assured that you're not going to be left hungry because every coffin you purchase at Coopersmith Coffins comes with a free panini press. Coopersmith Coffins is a family business passed down from generation to generation. We've also been passing down panini presses to all of you since the 1980s, when we had a customer who couldn't afford to pay for their mother's coffin. Luckily for them, they had recently acquired a whole pallet of panini presses, and they said, "Have you ever tried a hot sandwich?" And we hadn't, and then we fell in love with it. Then we had too many panini presses, so we started giving them out, and that became our thing. And our other thing is giving you the best coffins in all of Verde. So come down to Coopersmith Coffins. Have you ever tried toasting a PB&J? It's good.
He may have been part of MAGA when he died, but he's still in my heart. Eric Carmen, formerly of the Raspberries from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Eric Carmen, I can't tell you how much tail I got to that song in 1987, but if you quantified it, it would be in the millions. Right here on the Wist Turlington Show, 108.9 The Hawk. Did he go full MAGA?
Did he go full MAGA?
Full MAGA,
Carmen
baby.
went full MAGA.
Carmen was full MAGA.
Oh, my gosh.
He was killed at January 6th.
Really?
It was him and Ashley Babbitt. They were trying to get into the chambers, and people were just like, pop, pop. And they realized one of those was that one of those pops went right into Eric Carmen's head.
I can't believe that the
Unrealized,
Democrats
man.
paid him to die at January 6th, according to True Social post.
We don't get too political.
We don't get political. We just read Truth Social now and
we
then.
don't. We just do read a good Truth Social post.
Everyone hates me. I'm right down the middle.
Everything.
God.
I
Guys,
got strong
centrist
opinions
Trinkler.
on both sides.
You can see both sides. That's the beauty of. That's how you've been able to talk to every
That's
rock
how you
and
make.
roll
That's
star.
how you're a good writer.
how
Sure, let's
you
Phil.
see both sides.
You have no opinions. You are just whatever it is.
No, I see everyone's point.
Yeah.
I see everyone's point.
Oh,
And
man.
everyone has a right to their point, and we should celebrate everyone's points equally.
Look,
That's
hey.
what I think. So
That
I
is
just
true.
get right
I know
down the
people
street.
don't like that. I think that's my favorite type of person to talk to.
Oh, my God.
Yup,
Someone
yup.
who's just right down the middle.
Someone
Because
that just agrees with everything.
Everything.
I can
someone
see your
that
point.
just looks you right in the eye and they say to you,
You can't handle the truth.
"Oh, hot drop on this Wednesday right here on 108.9.
Hot drop
Guy
Wednesday.
Trinkler. Guy Trinkler, my God, you've been
I
through it all. You've seen it all.
Can I ask you guys a question
Oh,
real quick?
let's
Just
turn
real
it up.
quick.
Yeah.
I did you ever confuse Korn and Children of Bodom? For about 15 years, I used to call Children of Bodom Cobb, right? And then I got messed up in my head thinking Korn on the Cobb. Then every time I saw them, I was like, those don't look like Korn. Those guys don't look like Korn.
This
They're
isn't
not
a
really in the
Korn.
mainstream. Did anybody?
So
I the
you
only
saw
one, 'cause you know
Children-
how I like.
Wait,
This is
Jeff, is there any way we could get an authority in on this?
Hold
Can
on a
we get
second. I
Greg
think-
Lemonsour,
No,
our
no.
music
I think
supervisor
Greg's actually
in.
not going to know this. I think we need Robbie Agatakali.
Do we need Robbie
for this
Agatakali's?
one.
Okay, can we
Robbie,
pull
are
it
you
in?
over there? Yeah, no. Yeah, Robbie's going through some real sketchy black
Robbie,
metal
come on.
records. He can
Come
come
on.
in here.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on,
who's
Robbie. Get it.
talking about Children of Bodom, which is the way you're supposed to pronounce it. It's Children of
Oh no, I
Bodom.
always said bottom like a tushy.
So
But,
you've just correct me if I'm wrong, Guy Trinkler. You've seen the Finnish speed thrash black metal band Children of Bodom many times, and Korn you've never really seen.
Exactly, but I always thought they were Korn.
Interesting. I think that's fantastic that every time you listen to Children of Bodom's Hate Breeder or Children of Bodom's Something Wild or the various other records they continue to put out that started to sound exactly the same, that you all the time thought they were playing a 7-string guitar. And to that, I say, I salute you. From the
thanks,
underground metal to you.
Wow,
Guy
thanks.
Trinkler.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Wow.
Hey, listen, I guess I fail upwards.
Yeah, you too.
Oh,
My
but yeah.
God.
I'm white as hell.
Oh, Robbie Agatakali's just scrambled off like he's just like a little exorcist.
He almost went out like on his hands.
He was like one of those bad ghosts from the movie Ghost that takes
I
the
thought
guy
his
with the
head
big
was gonna
eyes
be
to hell.
backwards.
You heard there was a new Dark Throne record, and he went flying because he had to go listen to it. Jesus.
It looked like he walked through the wall. It was
You know,
crazy.
sometimes I think Robbie Agatakali's might be
Probably
a demon or a ghost, but you know,
Or a spirit. I wouldn't blink an eye.
that is a good reminder that everyone should listen on Wednesday nights at 3:45 a.m. to the Hellhole, where Robbie Agatakali's Dalton will be playing the most extreme metal and, of course, again, always one Skinnerd song because his dad is making
Always
him.
one. Always one. You know, Guy, we talk a little bit about, how in the 90s, you put it all on hair metal.
Oh, my God.
And you said this is going to take us to the 2000s and beyond. Then a little band from Aberdeen, Washington came out of nowhere. It really just took your coins and shoved them right up your ass. I'm talking about Nirvana. In case you were wondering, it's not Soundgarden. I'm not talking about Green River. I'm not talking about the UMac.
I'm talking about
I'm not
Malfunction.
talking about Mudhoney. I'm not talking about Malfunction.
I'm talking about
I'm
Mother
not
Love
talking about Mudbone. I'm talking about Nirvana. How do you feel about that, looking back on that 30 years plus later?
Me?
Yeah, that was a question directed at you.
Dude, I fell asleep for 2 seconds.
Jesus
Oh, my
Christ. I just got Trinkler.
You got Trinkler. Oh,
shit.
I wear these, baby.
All over
why I wear
me.
these.
Well, over
That's
my
why
teeth,
these are here.
if you know what I mean.
So this is how I sleep, okay?
Oh,
I don't
okay.
sleep because I am up all night, okay?
Yeah.
So I take little cat naps right there.
That's why you keep the sunglasses on. That's a Hollywood undead.
Okay.
That's
So
a
I'm
Hollywood
left-handed.
vampires trick that you learn.
I'm left-handed. I had Kurt Cobain sit on my lap, and we both used the same pencil to write a song together. Wow. It wasn't
Wait,
Smells
wait,
Like-
wait.
Yes.
Which one?
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Okay.
In Bloom,
It was no
something
Come
in
As
the
You
way.
Are.
Oh, was it
Come As You
earlier?
Are.
Was it off of
Come
Bleach?
as you are. Oh, I was
Come
going to
as
say
you
territorial pissing.
I was gonna say
Come as
School
you are.
or Floyd the Butcher.
Oh, I was going to say Blue or Mr. Mustache.
I was gonna
There's
wonder
more
if it was
songs that they have. What
hormone.
are they? Gotcha. No, it was Come As You Are.
Okay.
And we wrote it together like he was my little. He was like my little child, and I was just like,
Did you almost say bitch there?
no.
It sounded, Scotty, roll the tape back. You can't? Okay.
Now the interesting part here, what I'm realizing, if you wrote "Come as You Are," and I think you did, I think we would have to go to that tape there.
I think we've got proof of this now. He
Now-
said
Yeah,
it.
I almost said bitch.
Did you get sucked into the lawsuit with Killing Joke for ripping off the riff from '80s by Killing Joke, which is
And I'll tell you why. My hand
eerily
was on the
similar
outside.
to the beginning of "Come as You Are"?
Oh.
And okay, so we were listening to that song like 5 minutes before we wrote it. Okay,
Sure,
I'm just gonna
sure.
throw that out.
Oh, there it is. There it is,
But
everybody.
You can't handle the truth.
But we were not influenced by it. It's almost like we
course.
wanted to do the opposite of it. Sometimes you're presented with art and you go, I want to do the exact opposite of that.
I
Maybe
wanna
it
do
seeps
that.
in a little bit. But my hand was on the outside, so it doesn't count. That's in court. I went to court for this. I said, my hand was holding the outside of the pencil. His hand was holding the inside of the pencil. Like a Ouija board, his was moving a little bit more than mine. We were listening to that song. I was like, what do we want to write about? Because I'm a writer and you're a writer. And what do we want to write about? And we were like, we want people to come as they are. You know, no,
that's true.
you can't
End of
handle
the
the
day.
truth. That's what that song's about. You can't
Shit.
handle the truth. You know what I mean?
Most people
Come as
forget
you
about
are,
the
no
Ouija
facades.
defense. That there's always at least one person who's moving that goddamn planchard
Your
around.
Honor,
yeah.
we would like to implement the Ouija defense.
People versus Milton Bradley.
Yep. People versus Milton Bradley, 1996.
Oh man, big case in '96.
Milton is still in jail.
Wow.
If you're wondering, listener, Milton's there. He's going to die there. He deserves it.
Bradley got
We
the
all
death
know it.
penalty, and that's the sad part about Bradley.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
For something
Hey,
unrelated
let's go-
to the Ouija case, though, of course.
Let's go to the phones. Hang out with this guy. You could talk to this a-hole, too. Line 42. Who's the biggest a-hole in your orbit right now?
Stan.
Oh, agreed with that. Agreed with that. Stan, if you're out there, if you're listening right now in your truck that you probably are living in right now because you're a huge piece of shit, Valverde's biggest piece of shit, biggest a-hole in my orbit, of course it's Stan. Thanks for the call.
We've got a lot of Stans.
A lot of Stans about.
Did you know which
50
Stan you were talking about, or are they all pieces of shit?
No, it's just the one Stan.
One Stan in
We all
Valverde.
know that it's
He's
that
just
one.
a piece of garbage. You
He's
know
a
what?
big
If
old
you're not
piece
sure
of
who it is,
garbage.
just picture the person you hate the most in Valverde.
Who do you hate the most?
You're probably
Well,
picturing
when I was driving
Stan.
in, I saw a man with his pants by his ankles pissing on a sign. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing that was Stan.
Good old Stan.
That's Stan.
Very good
Okay.
Yeah.
old
Yeah.
Stan.
He wakes up
Hey,
every day. He pees on the population sign of Valverde, and we're like, this freaking a-hole.
It goes down by 8 numbers.
every time
piss.
he pees. 8 numbers.
And I'm like, God, 8 people died.
Wow.
No, it
That's
was
some
just-
strong piss.
that's some strong
That's strong
acidic
acidic
piss.
Wow.
Hey, Scotty, my gullet is empty. Thank you. Any moment now, just fill me up.
And
there.
while we're waiting for any Phillips, Guy, have you ever gone on tour with Live? And do you have any amazing stories from being
yeah,
on
the
tour
band
with
Live.
Live?
I alone love you. You know those guys, Rat Tail.
Me? You talking to me?
Oh, God, mini
Jesus
nap.
Christ.
Sorry, man.
Yes, I'm
You're a little
wake
mini.
up, Trinkler.
I just went down. Yes, of course I've
Yeah.
been with Live. I toured
Okay.
with them for like 3 years, even when
course
they
you
weren't on tour. I just would kind of hang out, be in a little disguise, just walking around, just kind of taking
You were
it
hanging out in
in.
Pennsylvania, just hiding.
So
just hiding
you're in
behind
York, Pennsylvania, in the backyard of Ed
Ed
Kwakachek.
Kwakachek.
That's
The
right.
lead
And
singer
I
for
would go
Live.
over to Bethlehem every now and then, look at the
Yeah.
steel mills,
Oh, you
just
gotta.
take it all in. Now a
gotta.
Smithsonian Institute there and a casino. Go figure.
Go figure.
Yeah. Go
My
figure,
gosh.
man. There's a Smithsonian next to a casino there now.
Do you-
Hey, that's
Do you
ain't
know what
that
else is in
ain't that
Bethlehem?
America is what I say.
You know what else is in Bethlehem?
What's it?
There is a diner there, and I'm not shitting. I'm not making this up. This is a real thing.
Don't
The
put
guy
the- don't
who
put
owns
the delay
diner-
on there.
Don't
He's
put
not
the delay on.
shitting.
Let everyone hear my. I'm not shitting. So this is real, and it's a clean word.
Wait,
when I say
hold
it.
on,
This-
Whisp. Is this a not? I'm not shitting.
Oh, hold on. I think it is. I think this is a. I'm not shitting. Hey, everybody, Whisp Turlington on 108.9 The Hawk, and I'm not shitting you when I'm telling you that there is a diner in Bethlehem, PA, that is owned by a man who is the cousin of magician, sorcerer, Criss Angel. And every now and then they sell the Criss Angel burger, and he comes in and he signs the bun. And he's like, take that home. And I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. Do you eat it and become part of him? Do you become a Horcrux? If you love J.K. Rowling like I do you become a Horcrux? Trinkler, what do you think about that?
I love that woman. But,
Oh,
I'm right in the
yes.
middle of, all the controversy of that one. I see both sides. But, yeah, talking about Bethlehem, man, I've been at Lehigh Pizza there, and there's one signed picture in that place, and it's by WWF's The Nasty Boys. And it is absolutely amazing. Just to see them, it was golden, and I got such a nostalgic kick from that.
Oh,
My God.
I'm just slurping down a good old pepperoni slice.
Little
Just
pep-
looking at that
right
picture of the
now.
Nasty
Yeah.
Boys. Just like,
God. If you're
yeah,
gonna
I
see
do-
one
almost-
I
WWF
deep throat
star,
pepperoni, man, to them.
My God, you're gonna want to slurp
take that
some
pepper-
peps to the Nasty Boys.
my.
And this
Yeah,
is
Nasty
WWF,
Boys, dude.
by the way. We are never
I'm talking
gonna bow
WWF.
down to say
right.
WWF.
Num,
No,
num,
no
num, num,
entertainment.
num,
It's
num,
the
num, num.
Federation, and I will put my face right in their armpits
Do
and
it.
come all over the place. I love
Oh,
those guys.
Do it. Hey, we do have to send the signal down really quickly down to Hog Street and Big Truck. What's going on, Truck? Hey, y'all. Hey, Guy Trinkler. Good to hear you on there, man. I love this man. I've been reading his books. You know, some people are like Lester Bangs, and some people are like Guy Trinkler. I'm a Trinkler man myself. Trinkler, man, myself. Jeff, how you doing?
Oh, I am doing great, Big Truck, and I'm excited because
Well,
I
you'd
got
be
Trinkler.
doing better if you were down here at the... I'm talking.
Yeah, I got you.
You'd be doing better if you're down here at the Hog Street Big Rig Wash and Prayer Tunnel. I'm broadcasting from Lane 3. Now, come on down here. You're going to get... If you're a local trucker, you're going to get you a wax.
Oh.
You're going to get you a blessing.
Oh.
And you're going to get you a coupon for the new Baby Bird Burrito down at Seabird Burritos, guaranteed to have at least 1 to 2 baby birds in it.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if they're dead.
That's
Don't know if they're alive.
disgusting.
Hard to
Big
tell.
Truck. I don't know if I want that one.
Good eats. Good eats. Like that show. You remember that show, Jeff, where that guy's
Alton
like,
Brown.
I'm going to tell you a bunch of scientific bullshit about the food that you eat, and then he's going to say, good eats.
The Adam Conover of the Food Network.
The
is Alton
Adam
Brown.
Conover of the Food Network.
100%.
You know, he never says nothing like, oh, actually, they don't make sloppy joes that way. Hold on a second. Truck Junior, leave them alone. They're washing the truck. Oh, God, Daddy, you told me girls would be here. Well, I don't see any of them. It's not that kind of car wash.
Shower
My
stall
apologies.
47 now open.
Well,
Shower
that's me,
stall
everybody. That's me.
47.
Trinkler, you have a good goddamn
You
time
too,
with
man.
them.
That was listening
Man.
to poetry, my man.
Well, come on down here. We're down here until 8. Well, shit, it's already past that. So technically, we're leaving after this shower. So we'll see you on 108.9 The Hawk. All right,
Thank
good
God,
stuff.
I hope he has a
Good
good
stuff.
shower.
Wow, that guy rocks.
Big Truck is an
well-
amazing man. By the way, that is a good reminder. In the 9 o'clock hour, we do have Alton Brown, and he is actually going to be actualing
I hope he
Sloppy
does that
Joes.
thing.
It's
that he
crazy.
does at the end of every
I learned how
one.
to cook a turkey from that guy.
Are you kidding me?
Are you
No,
kidding
I
me?
swear to God.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
he was like, put it in at 450 first to brown up the outside, then put tin foil on that, then put it back
He's
in
nodding.
and lower it.
He's nodding over there.
Slow.
He is nodding. Son of a bitch. He's going to talk about turkey. I was hoping he wouldn't in the 9 a.m. hour, but I guess he is. Oh, Wisp's favorites for Wednesday continues with the Power Station on 108.9 The Hawk. Some do like it hot, and some like it hawk on 108.9 The Hawk.
Too hot for pizza. Too hot for pizza. Too hot for pizza. I'm too hot. Too hot for pizza. Too hot for pizza. Too hot for pizza.
I will say, no, Salmon. No. Wait, hold on. Hi, this is Vince Neil, singer of Motley Crue and a successful solo artist. I've been rocking and partying for so many years, and I've also been sweating for so many years. When I have a hunger, I can't deal with hot pizza anymore. Vince Neil needs cold pizza. That's why I've opened.
Too hot for pizza.
I'm too hot.
Too hot for
For
pizza.
pizza.
Too hot
Vince Neil's too hot for pizza.
Too hot for
Yes,
pizza.
I sweat.
Too hot for
I need cold pizza.
Too hot
Vince Neil's too hot for pizza. Look, people, I went to my doctor, and he said, Vince, you got to change your ways. Sounds like you're dying up there on stage. You don't even know the words anymore. And I know he doesn't mean that I need to change my diet or stop partying or do anything different except for one thing, man. I realize I get a lot of pizza backstage, and it's always hot, and I'm always sweating. And there must be a reason. It's because that pizza's on fire. So that's why I started my own line of frozen pizzas. For all you rockers out there who don't want to stop partying, but you don't, and you never, oh God, I'm starting to lose my breath. The pizza must be too hot. It's too hot. Mick, throw it in the deep freeze, because I want to sell this pizza. So go to all your local Valmarts and pick up Vince Neil's Too Hot for Pizza.
Too hot for
I'm
pizza.
too hot.
Too hot for pizza.
It's too hot.
Too hot
Vince Neil's too hot for pizza.
Hey, it's Joey Kramer from Aerosmith, and you're listening to The Hawk. She drives you crazy. She drives me crazy. And, of course, I'm talking about my 7th wife, Sharon Stone. If you're out there and you happen to be wearing those clothes that you wore in the Total Recall movie, my limo's on its way, baby.
You know, their original name was Fine Young Meat Eaters, and when I was
What?
with them, yes, there was 5 Young Meat Eaters, and I was just like, meat eaters. It's something off about that. You know what I mean?
It's not a good name.
FYM. It kind of is like,
It's not a good name.
No, I was like, dude, you're eating yourself about. You know what I mean? Like you're eating it, man. Like this is bad. And they're like, well, what about Cannibals? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. That's great.
Man.
And then they were like, we're gonna be around forever. And then after that second album, poof. They just
That's right, because
vanished
they
into
didn't let me
nothing.
write about them. I was going to
wouldn't
write about the
let you
follow-up
write.
album, and they wouldn't let me. They said, no, you're here too much.
It was scary that day that the Fine Young Cannibals pulled a Leftovers and just disappeared. I was like, is this the Rapture? Fine Young
In the
Cannibals
middle,
gone. Am I here? Really made me question my relationship to God and to the...
In
No
the
one's ever
middle?
heard of them again.
Nobody in the middle of their Top of the Pops performance. Of She Drives Me Crazy. It's just poof. Their clothes fall down, and a lot of Brits are like, "What happened?
What happened?
What?
What happened?
Why did the phone go camera go?"
I didn't
Gone.
blink, man. I was just like, yeah, they're gone.
They're
You
gone.
knew it.
Yep. I knew it. I knew immediately that they were raptured.
You've been Hey, if you've been following rock and writing about since you're 5 years old, you know when somebody gets
I've
raptured.
seen it all. I've seen people on coke. I've seen people. I've seen I've run the gamut of how people behave. And when you see someone disappear in midair, rapture.
There are two ends of the spectrum.
No questions.
Two
I
ends of the
didn't write about
spectrum.
it.
You got cocaine, or you get raptured, and you're right in the middle. You're right in the middle, so you understand it all. Because you're not.
I see all perspectives because I just stay right down the alleyway.
Now this is probably gonna, and I hope you're awake for this, and I need you to stay awake
I'll wake up
for
Thank
this
you.
one.
We just need to
Okay,
clap
here we
every day.
go.
Oh, okay.
At least
He
one.
seems like he's
At
half
least
awake.
one eye open. Or half awake.
I got it.
I know you were best friends for a very long time with John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh my God.
How we doing these days? Because I know there was a little falling out when you did that cover of Van Morrison's Wild
Yeah,
Wild
I love
Night.
Van. Yeah, Wild Night. That really upset me because that song is about us, me and Van together, and so that's where the schism happened.
Okay,
you know what
that
I mean?
makes
'Cause
perfect sense.
We had a
Perfect sense.
pretty wild night together, and it was there wasn't any raptures, but it was as close to as rapture as you can get because there was a lot of sinning going on. There was a lot. There was a lot. We were in and out of a
That's
pool.
gross.
It was crazy. The pool was made of jello. It was nuts, man. So when Coop did that to me, I was like, bro, you can't, because we never did anything like that. We would go to church together, both not Christian.
Yeah.
We would go to fine dining and just kind of sit there, and I would ask him questions about life. It was very, very demure.
And smoking the whole time. And he's probably like, why aren't you going to smoke? Why aren't you going to smoke? I'm never going to stop smoking. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
Yep.
I ain't going to do that.
It was bad.
So
anyway.
any healing on the horizon there?
Yeah. I called him the other day. We're getting bagels soon. Dude loves a good bagel.
That guy
Did
will
you guys know
slurp one
John
down.
Cougar Mellencamp is like a bagel head?
Really?
Let me tell you something. I'll give you a little insight.
no,
he
no, I
loves
gotta
the
hear.
rainbow bagels.
What? Nobody eats those. They make your shit the color of the bagel.
You shit out Skittles, man. It is
my God.
horrible.
Is he
but
just catching on to this trend?
not only that, he buys like 3 dozen a pop. So it's like, I think he's singularly keeping whatever Brooklyn bagel shop that he orders them from. He has them freeze them, like flash freeze them, and that's all that dude eats. It's insane. I think that went him a little cuckoo.
That's what
on
I
that
do
one.
remember that article you wrote for Bon Appetit about how John Cougar
Appetit.
is always like 1 year behind the food trends.
I had nothing to write about.
You had
I
nothing
don't
to
know
wrig about.
anything about that. I knew about Alton Brown and making a turkey, and they gave me a listen. I was struggling for those 2 years. You didn't hear from me. I couldn't
Not
get
at
a
all.
gig.
I thought you were
Bon Appetit.
dead.
I thought I was dead. I literally was. I was dead technically for about 10 minutes. but That's
Really?
a different story.
Really?
Yeah. I fell through ice, and I was.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
another
my-
story, though. That's another story.
Wait.
That's,
No.
different story. I fell
Beep,
through
beep,
ice.
back up,
Were
excuse
you,
me,
were you
baking
ice
powder?
fishing with John Popper again?
That's what it was, man.
Jesus Christ! He's gonna kill you.
Popper
He's
lost
gonna
weight, man.
kill you.
Popper, it wasn't like a. Oh, Popper's so heavy now,
No.
and he fell through the ice.
No.
He was skinny as fuck.
Skinny as fuck.
It was me. It was me. I put on these whole cans. You know those like the toys,
yeah.
the whole cans,
God.
and I
Hilarious.
started punching fish as we came out, but I accidentally hit the sides and I went down. Boom. Popper was fine, man. He actually connects himself to the little shed that we were in, so he didn't go anywhere.
Even with
And
the
I
weight
was
of
in the
all those
water.
harmonicas still, he was able to stay.
Did he lose any harmonicas?
Lost
in the
not
process?
one harmonica in his harmonica necklace. He has a huge harmonica necklace, weighs about 25 pounds. We all know this.
all
Half
know
gold,
this.
half silver, a couple bronze.
That's how he lost his weight. He started training. It's like a weight vest.
It was like rucking. He would ruck with it with Darius Rucker.
With Darius Rucker.
Yeah, Darius Rucker was his Burgess Meredith, and he's like, come on,
right.
Puffer.
Meanwhile, you're
Darius
over
Rucker
there
invented
punching
Rocky,
fish with
and he
Hulk
took him-
hands, punching the band
as a
fish with
joke.
Hulk hands, punching fish
joke.
from Marillion with Hulk hands. All the
God,
fish
oh,
is getting punched. I was
All
like,
the
what is
fish
going
got
on?
punched that day.
Yep.
Oh,
I would, but I will
saved by
say,
a narwhal. It was crazy.
Oh, wait, you saw a narwhal? My God.
Yeah, he took me like through the pants. He put his little horn through my pants and then just pushed me back up. I was
Did he
dead
ask
like
for
10 minutes.
consent first? Was he like, I'm about
No,
to push this through
currently
your
in the
pants?
lawsuit with him personally.
Wow.
but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
That was a
that's
good
different
TV
story
show
as
that
well.
you had, Trinkler and Popper Go Fishing. It was a great
What, Scotty?
Yeah.
Just
What is that?
What was
Okay,
that?
Scotty's handing me a note. That is good. Very good question. So why are you here?
Oh, me? I'm promoting my new book.
My God.
I got a new
Where
book.
the-
Jeez.
You could have handed this to me a good hour
Scotty!
ago, Scotty.
What are
Scotty.
you doing here?
It's just called
Jesus.
Songs. Yeah, it's a new book.
Oh,
It's a memoir. It's called Songs, and I kind of talk about all the songs that I wrote with artists that no one understands that it's me that helped them write it. Come as you are.
Come as you
That's
are.
part of it.
Come
Yeah.
as you
yeah.
are.
So a
You
lot
know
of
what?
those things,
Again,
yeah.
hold on a second there, Guy. Scotty,
What?
next time,
Scotty?
tell us what they're here for, because this would have led to an entire different set of questions from us.
I would have never even gone down the Billy Joel sausage finger thing, Scotty, had you given
That's
that
okay.
at the goddamn beginning.
Now I don't
No,
even
it's
know
all right.
what
I helped
stories
them
we
write that. I
didn't
helped
get
them
to
write it.
hear, but maybe we get to read
Totally
about
fine.
them in your book, Songs.
Please.
Songs
My God.
by
Yeah.
Guy Trinkler.
Is this a
Okay,
self-published
well-
book?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Oh, it has to be.
Absolutely no
There's
one
no
would buy
way.
this.
No way.
way.
No,
Anyone.
it's because it's 655 pages is all the songs.
Oh,
well,
nice.
half of them, there's like 20 songs that I actually did help write. The rest are like, I bet you they wrote this about me or because I did this thing, and then I add a little story.
That
to
is
it.
interesting.
That song is about you. And it was.
I'm actually
about
flipping
Guy
through a
Trinkler.
galley copy of this, and it's actually
Flip.
it's
Flip.
almost
Yeah, I brought a couple.
It's almost pamphlet length, except for the footnotes. They're kind of got a lot
Turner
of
Diary.
David
Yeah.
Foster
It's
Wallace style footnotes.
Very thin paper. Yeah, it's see-through paper, so it's very thin. The stock is nothing.
Yeah, it is
basically.
like it's
Oh my
like
God.
it's
Lots
like
of
David
footnotes.
Foster Wallace meets the Turner
Got a copy right
Diaries.
here.
It gets a little sketchy in the middle. Right there.
Well, it's just songs and then listed footnotes about them. So
Yeah.
there's not even right. It's just a list of songs,
The best.
and then the back is just footnotes about those and how I was involved or possibly involved in those.
and
songs.
I'm gonna say this, and Wisp, this is an I'm gonna say this. If you could throw me an I'm gonna say
this
this.
is an I'm gonna say this. Well, brought to you by Food Gulch.
All of the food that fell in the gulch. Food gulch. Food gulch.
Now look, I'm gonna say this. If you read Guy Trinkler's songs and you start coming at him, you gotta remember one thing. This guy sees both sides. So if you come across some interesting politics that show up when he's explaining how he helped write Ram Jam, then you gotta say, hey, that was just a cover of Black Betty anyways, but also, get off his back. He's just seeing both sides here. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I would say songs by Guy Trinkler in stores, but I'm sure it's probably on your website, Guy Trinkler.
Absolutely not
Guy
in any
Trinkler.
stores. It's just on GuyTrinkler.songs.
Dot song. Oh God, you got that! Wow. How did you get that?
Oh, I got that early, man.
My
I just-
God,
as a joke, I was high as hell one night.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of did it. Yeah.
I guess you're like, I
Go
guess that's
Daddy.
what the book's called now.
I didn't know what else to call it.
Oh my God, one of our favorites, Guy Trinkler. Thank you for coming here on Wisp Plays What He Wants to Wednesday. Oh, all I gotta say to you is, get out of my dreams, bitch. That's my impression of Freddy Krueger.
Singing Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean on the hawk. Today's Wisp Turlington Show is brought to you by the new subscription drug service from Drugmore, Unlimited Drugs. Really, Scotty? Is that really what they're calling it? Well, that's exactly what they're calling it, because it says it right here on the copy. Unlimited Drugs from Drugmore. The other companies, they're giving you 90 days at once. Ballyhoo to that, says Drugmore. Sometimes you need 6 months worth. Sometimes you need 18 years worth of your drugs. Drugmore's not here to question. Drugmore is here to serve with unlimited drugs. Just go to Drugmore's website, tell them what you need, and you know in that old Drugmore way, they're going to give you a little bit extra on the side of something else they want you to try. The new drug subscription service from Drugmore, Unlimited Drugs. Find sponsors of the Whisp Turlington Show. Don Fanelli, welcome to 108.9 The Hawk.
What's up, buddy?
Honor. I ran and got glasses because I need glasses.
I'm so glad you did.
So well. They work so
It does make
well.
me happy when guests have like something they
Yeah.
pull in. Paul Scheer did
Yeah.
it. When Mary
Paul Scheer.
Grill was like, "Should I come in costume?" and then had a full, it just folded all
In
together.
costume.
Yeah, that was a last minute run out of the room. I hope they don't call me on. Let's see what happens. It was a gamble.
It was so good having you on the show.
Yeah,
So
man.
good seeing you.
Same.
We all, of course, from UCB, New York, back in the day.
Back in the good old days. Yeah,
And you have a new improv podcast.
I do. Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
called
why I went
Mutterfly.
back into Wisp there. Yes. But
still
it's
on.
called, tell people about it. What is it called?
Yeah, it's called Mutterfly. I had this idea of like having like 3 pairs of improvisers. They all start with the same 2 lines. So I give them the first 2 lines of the scene.
Yeah.
And then they improvise the rest of the scene from there. But you get 3 different versions of that. So that's kind of how it
love
works
that.
out.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's
So
very
you get
fun.
a lot of different. They all start the same and they end very differently. So
And you have so many great improvisers on it. And just as 2 people that also self-produce their own podcast.
What were you
I have to ask.
thinking? Having
Shout out
guests
Riverside, by the way.
every
Shout out
episode?
Riverside.
Yeah.
But also, how the hell do you coordinate those schedules?
insane. I don't have the time. I'm moving soon.
Yeah.
I'm, it's I send out. I use a like basically like a calendar. Have
Like a
everyone follow-
Calendly, one of those type
Calendly,
of
what-
things?
Yeah, it's called. It starts with an S. What the hell
Okay.
is it called?
Calendly.
I'll get it. I'll get it for
Yeah.
you. Savvy Cal.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That sounds so much better than Calendly.
And then just have them. Some people get it. Some people don't.
Yeah.
You know our industry. Some people understand how things work. Some people do not.
Yeah.
do
And,
not.
yeah, you just
Yeah.
kind of roll with the punches on that. But yes, I have to coordinate. I'll do a pair
right.
at a time, but I have to coordinate for one whole episode, 6 full people.
It's
And,
an insane
it's a bad
ask
idea.
you put on yourself, but it works out.
It
Bad idea.
is.
Bad
Because
idea.
because even booking one person for a hawk is just. I mean,
We had like
we're
3 miscommunications on our end, and
Just
that was
us.
On
me
ours.
mostly.
Just
Yeah.
it was
for
the
this.
3 of
Yeah.
us. Yep. It was some Thursday, and it was the same date,
Yeah.
and it was just the wrong month, and it was very confusing. Then I fucked with you guys.
Yeah.
And you said, "Are you good to
Yeah,
go?"
we both had
And then you
heart
told us it was
attacks.
November 30th, and
November
my heart
30th.
dropped, and I'm like, are we close to November?
No,
Like,
bad
how
joke on my
close
part.
are we?
Well, Mutterfly
You
is
also-
very funny, by the way.
It's so
Thank you.
fucking funny.
Thanks for listening. Thank
It's
you.
so
Appreciate it.
funny. Check it out. I also want to just shout out your old podcast
Yeah.
too. That was
Oh,
real, like Need to Fail.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I never missed an episode.
Oh, I appreciate
Like, I highly recommend people
You
going
skipped
back
mine,
and listening to
right?
these. I
Yeah,
skipped
never
Jeff's.
listened to Jeff's.
Yeah,
Yep.
did
you were
not.
just
I
like,
was like,
he's
this
an
is for-
idiot. I don't need
He's
to
like,
get
he's
what he
just going to talk about his band.
I loved our
therapy.
conversation, Jeff.
Yeah.
It was a
That
great
great.
conversation.
That was fun. Yep.
But if you
Thank
don't know what it is, guys, it's just you talk to a bunch of comedians about like the failures in their life and getting through it, and it was always as a like working actor or voiceover guy or just somebody trying to make a creative life. It was always so good to hear all of the different perspectives of people trying to just do this shit in this fucking crazy ass world.
I mean, I was
we're in.
thinking
It's
today-
crazier now than
Well,
ever.
that's it. I
You
was
know what
like
mean?
thinking legitimately today that I think it's even more valid now, where like all of us have reached, with varying different levels, like, a window of age, but everyone we know from UCB has been doing this for a long time. Everyone's having the same struggles, questioning what they're doing, all of the elements. The industry is getting worse. Like
That is the isolation's probably
the
higher
isolation
now after the pandemic,
definitely.
So
Like that's
you feel alone a little bit more.
It's
You're
easily
only
the
one
thing
going
I
through it.
miss the most about UCB is just the green room and the teacher's lounge.
Or Performer's Corner.
or Performer's
Everyone would just
Corner.
be like hunched back together in that one corner of a room watching a show
But I
and
do-
drinking
I do
House
think it's
wine in a can.
I do think it's a valid thing because I also think it's just a valid thing for podcasts in general because it's it's a podcast you stopped. I remember being sad when you stopped it.
Me too.
But also, I do think there's a thing, and I'm saying this as someone who's recorded many podcasts as we continue to do, but that they are not ephemeral, like just disappear like they are improv scenes, like
sure.
like years later, people can still listen to it. Like I think
I still get people to talk to me about it. It's very nice. It's like some people.
I just feel like as we're getting more and more, we're like truly, and like many people have said this, but that treating everything like content. Like denigrates the fact it's like no like some of this like a lot of it is for all time sort of like it can be revisited. It doesn't die as soon as things stop and I stand behind. I think Jason agreed that's like it's more valid now. Like I love that podcast and I re-listen to some like I'll go back to them.
I love doing it.
It's just like people when they come up to me and they're like, hey, remember when you were part of a big thing called The Best Show and now you're not? And I'm like...
and you're like, that person was German, and you're like, oh, you're giving me a German compliment?
Do you remember when you were part of
I
the...
just got into it.
I remember when you were funnier, and now you are less funny.
You're not funny. The Hawk not funny.
What happened?
Don, you're the absolute best. Love to have you back whenever you want to come on.
Anytime.
And listen to Mutterfly, listen to Need to Fail from the podcast king, Don Fanelli. And, hey, the Hawk, you want to support us? One of the biggest things, of course, we've got the Patreon, kids. We got that Patreon. You can't be a podcast without a Patreon right now. Patreon.com/1089 the Hawk. And that's also our website, too, and then added.com at the end. And your support there and the people that support us on our Patreon, God bless them. We wouldn't be doing this without you. Another huge part of that, if you're like, man, I don't got the change in my pocket to be part of that Patreon. If you say it like that, word of mouth. Just tell your friends. Tell everyone around. Tell people. That's the biggest thing.
If you turn into Clint Eastwood and you don't have money.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you're like, Obama's in this chair.
Go listen to the Hawk and Mutterfly.
Son, I got holes in my pocket.
But truly, word of mouth, people. If you think someone would like this podcast, would like Mutterfly, tell them.
Tell them.
It really does spread the word. Tell people you think would be good guests for us.
Yes.
We possibly have
that
tried
would
to
help us
reach
so
out.
much.
Some of them get back, some don't. We were just talking about
Don
booking
needs
is
so
nightmare.
many guests.
I mean,
Don has
truly.
so many
I need
guests.
45 guests an episode. So please, nominate your grandmother.
You're going to make
I don't
every
care. I'll throw her
Butterfly
on,
like
for
a
Christ's
mini
sake.
DCM now. So it'll just be nothing but guests.
Yep.
And thanks for listening to 108.9 The Hawk. 108.9 The Hawk with Jason Gore and Jeff Garlock.
A comedy podcast about a fictional classic rock radio station.
Hear and see new episodes every Monday. Subscribe on YouTube,
Apple Podcasts,
Spotify,
Pocket Casts,
Overcast, and wherever you get your podcasts. Support the show by going to patreon.com/1089 The Hawk. Get video and audio episodes 1 week early, bonus shows, and so much more. Get that merch by going to our website at 1089thehawk.com. And if you like what you heard in this episode, you can check out a ton of 108.9 The Hawk episodes on our website at 1089thehawk.com or wherever you get your podcasts. A comedy podcast about a fictional classic rock radio station. 108.9 The Hawk with Jason Gore and Jeff Garlock.